I think there's a lot of things that impact the mental health of students. I know me as a Latinx first-gen college student, I know financial hardships could be one thing that can affect my mental health. I know that navigating it alone, again, first-gen student, can be sometimes very, very hard, especially whenever your parents didn't have that experience to kind of guide you on. I know another big thing is just figuring out who you are. I think a lot of students, whenever they're in a whole new place, they're doing a lot of things independently. And that can be a lot. It can be a little bit intimidating.
So there are lots of things that impact the mental health, including family of origin dynamics, which means like the family that, they were born and raised into, finances, you can see like inflation, gas prices, and things like that, academics, and just being away from home, an unfamiliar place without support. Those are definitely, I think, some common things that impact students.
Academically, school can be very challenging, especially when you're a first-year student trying to navigate classes and then balancing organizations or anything else that you're doing outside of that. So of course academically, but I think even organizations, sometimes being a student leader is very hard because we face burnout when there's a heavy expectation for you to do your organizational things, sometimes meet with admin. And if you don't know how to balance that really well, you can really get burnt out really fast. And I think that mentally that can really impact you. And then a lot of times people forget about our lives back at home that people don't think about, where many of us are still dealing with things that deal with our family and helping them out and making sure we're still being a guiding source if you're a first generation student and you have younger siblings. So all this stress and pressure definitely can dwell on your mental health. But I think if you have a decent, solid balance, then it doesn't impact you as bad. But of course, everybody will have a mental toll because that's just the beauty and the pressure of college.
I think it's important to talk about mental health because so many times we just keep everything like bottled up inside. And so it's good to reach out to others and get that support so we don't keep everything bottled up inside to where it could lead to a lot of negative things.
It's important to talk about mental health because a lot of students may feel alone and a lot of students may feel like mental health is not necessarily something that exists to tackle because there are people from different cultures that to them like the topic of mental health is taboo, but a lot of us need to realize that a lot of the stuff that affects us culturally also can affect our mental health.
I think the university can help by promoting more inclusivity, making sure that they have the community, they feel like they have a sense of community and feel like they have a home away from home. I know personally I'm far from home, so being able to interact with other members of my organizations helps me out, helps me make friends, and helps me with my mental health.
I think as we talk about like the importance of mental health, having the university support organizations that are doing the work not only on campus but in the community, making sure that we are supporting, connecting these organizations with resources for funding to increase the outreach for students, and just properly promoting and making sure that these organizations have what they need so that ultimately the students can benefit.
Reach out, talk to someone, like reach out. There are people who care. I can't tell you how many people have come in my office and told me like I'm just having a hard day, and I was like, girl, me too. Like, me too. And I think it's important for us as leaders to be transparent that it's not easy. We may look like we have it all together, but I have hard days, and the people that I know who work closely with me in leadership have hard days. So I think being transparent, especially when you're in a prominent position on campus, and even if you're not, just reaching out to the people around you and also going out of your way to build a support system. College is not a place where you can survive and do everything on your own. It's about working with your village and building a village so that they can help you up along the way. And on the days where the other people need help, you pull them up too. So create a support system, go out, try new things, and be honest with yourself about how you're feeling, and use the resources that are on campus.
I would definitely recommend students to just go to the counseling and see the counseling center and see what services or what opportunities that they can dive into. Also, some things that have helped me in the past is planning and also taking care of my well-being, such as like working out, eating more healthier foods, listening to music, finding hobbies, and also connecting with people and just networking with people. So just bringing that social life and aspect to my life has definitely enhanced my overall well-being.
The advice I would give to others when struggling with mental health, it might not be easy, but reaching out is always the best option. We need to speak out about how we're feeling, how overwhelmed we are, how stressed we are, even when it comes to depression and anxiety, especially when people have a lot of odds against them. So being a first-gen student, being alone or far away from home, all of these things, or feeling like you're not represented on campus, all of these things can really affect the student. So please reach out to anyone, a friend, an advisor, staff or faculty here on campus, just so we can make sure that we all get the help that we need.